Hey guys, welcome to the Libero Network. My name is Robin Baker, and guess what? It's that time of year again, the holidays, yay! And I know it's politically correct, Christmas, Hanukkah, all of that. So Thanksgiving, you name it, it's this time of year, New Year's, where there's lots of food, there's lots of family, there's lots of things people shouldn't say. It's that time of year again. And for us people in recovery from an eating disorder, it's not usually our favorite time of the year because we know things are going to come up. We know things are going to happen. And if they don't, it's kind of like, okay, was that my Christmas present? So today's video, what we're really going to be talking about is when you're new to recovery and how to enjoy the holiday season when you're new in recovery. Because I think, and I speak from experience, when you're new in recovery, you're really a new person. You know, you kind of have this rebirth. You go back either to kind of being the person you were before, or you have this emerging new person that's coming out from inside you that really hasn't been there for a long time because the eating disorder has really taken over your life. And so enjoying the holiday season is kind of like it's finding new ways to enjoy your life and interact with people. So it can be a little tricky, it can be a little scary. And so that's what we're really going to be talking about today, how to enjoy the holiday season when you're new to eating disorder recovery. So the first thing you really want to have in place for enjoying the holiday season when you're new in recovery is to make sure that you have appointments set up with your recovery team, be that a therapist, a dietitian, or both, before kind of a lot of the holidays come around and things get kind of busy and chaotic, and then after, making sure you have those dates set up with your recovery team way in advance. So like starting ASAP or calling them as soon as you watch this video, setting up those session times and making sure things are in order. Because the last thing you want to do is have some kind of triggering event, have something happen, and you have no idea when your therapist or your dietitian is going to be back from their vacation, and you have no one to contact, and you really don't really talk to your parents or anyone else, and you really need to get a hold of your therapist. So making sure you have those appointments in place. The second thing is have their emergency contact information. I know I have my therapist's cell phone number. I can text her when I need to. She'll get back to me. So having that information with you so that you can just reach out to them as soon as something is really triggering, as soon as your ed thoughts start to creep in, and really being proactive with reaching out for help when you feel like something might be slipping or something just doesn't feel right, or you think, I don't think I should have done this behavior. I really need to talk to someone. Or you're scared, you're scared that you're doing eating disorder behaviors or you're having eating disorder thoughts. So being proactive is huge and really, really important. So the second thing you can start to do that's also proactive before the holidays get in full swing is to set boundaries with your family and maybe even your friends. So maybe pull aside your mom or your dad or someone that you're really close to in your family that you know is going to be at any type of holiday gathering. Let them know, talking about my appearance, my weight, my size, anything related to my body is not acceptable, and I don't want to be asked questions about that or be given comments about that. And let them kind of spread the word for you. It's kind of awkward to send out a mass email to your whole family saying, this is what I don't want you to talk about. I mean, if that's okay with you, that's fine. I kind of feel a little awkward doing that. I'd rather tell my mom or my dad and have everyone kind of know. So then there is this expectation set and there's this boundary set with your family that any comments about your appearance, how you've changed, even if you look healthy, is off the table. There are no comments about your appearance. So the next tip for enjoying your holidays when you're new in recovery is to have an exit strategy, have an escape plan. That basically means if you're in a situation where, your family member, your friend didn't get your little memo about boundaries and you're like, oh my God, I need to get out of here. You have a way of getting out of the situation. Yes, it might be lying like, I really have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Or, I really need to call my mom. I told her I'd call her at this point and then leave. So, have something in mind that you can use to get out of a conversation, get out of a situation, excusing yourself from something that isn't, that doesn't serve you and serve your recovery, such as a relative talking about their newest diet plan or their newest weight loss mission, or a friend that's totally body shaming on herself, saying that she feels so fat, she doesn't like how she looks, she's scared about gaining weight over the holidays, and you're like, okay, I really got to go to the bathroom. And excuse yourself from this situation before it goes any further. Don't play into the game. Get yourself out. So if you happen to be at someone else's house and it's like code red, you need to leave now, set up a system where you can either call a parent or a friend to have them pick you up if you got a ride there from somebody else or if another person dropped you off. Have all of these things planned out just in case something goes awry. So the last thing is, what do you really want to get out of this time of year? It's your first holiday season in recovery for the first time in how many years or how many months. And this is yours. This is your time. So really set aside time to do things you would love to do that you probably wouldn't have let yourself or allowed yourself to do when you were in your eating disorder. So being proactive in making this list and getting ideas of what you want to do that's really going to celebrate your recovery and celebrate you is a wonderful idea. So for me, when I was released from treatment was December 14th, which meant I had 11 days till Christmas. And I planned all these amazing activities. I planned a little reunion with friends from elementary school who I hadn't seen for years. And that was fantastic. I felt great. I felt like a kid again because I hadn't seen them for so long. It reminded me of the time when I wasn't in my eating disorder. And I just felt so alive. And then the other thing that I did that I hadn't done in years because I was scared to go because of the food was I went to Disneyland during Christmas, which is so incredible. And I was able to go. I wasn't worried about the food. I celebrated. I bought toys while I was there. I felt like a kid again. And it was seriously an amazing experience to do that, new in recovery during Christmas, and just celebrate everything that was going on. So I really encourage you to plan out activities that you probably wouldn't have done when you were in your eating disorder, even though they might seem a little scary. It's a way to celebrate you. It's a way to challenge you in your recovery, but it's also a way to celebrate your recovery. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this was helpful if you're new in recovery during this holiday season. And I want to encourage anyone that's in eating disorder recovery that if you're struggling during this time of year, to really reach out for help. The Libero Network page has a lot of wonderful resources, as does the Facebook group that Libero Network has. And they have various groups for various conditions and recoveries. So if you're struggling, I encourage you to please reach out to that group because we have so many great resources there and so many people that are willing and happy to help. So until next year, I will see you then. Have a wonderful and a happy holiday. Bye.